Hey all, it's Riley. I've got a new haul video. It's been a little while, but I was waiting until a couple of my hauls came in, and I just got the last one I was waiting for yesterday. So anyway, think of it as two videos in one, but I'm not going to make this too terribly lengthy for you guys. Anyway, so let's just get into the nitty-gritty of stuff. I'm going to start with my first haul, which was my last pre-Christmas purchases. And I'm going to, on both hauls, start with my smallest book and go up to the biggest thing. So first, on my pre-Christmas haul, I've got Volume 4 of X-Men Legacy by Simon Spurrier, title For We Are Many. So this actually came out a long time ago. It was actually like earlier in the year that it was published, but I never got it because I was kind of holding out to see if maybe Marvel would release an oversized hardcover version of Spurrier's X-Men Legacy run. And they never did, so I decided, what the heck, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one. I had a little bit of extra cash to fill in this order with, and this was only like an $8 book. So I'm excited because I really enjoyed the first 3 volumes of this run. I really enjoyed what Spurrier was doing with the character, with David Haller, aka Legion, as he has been known. So it's going to be really awesome for me to finally be able to finish this up. Normal paperback, not much to show on that, but it's got some good art inside from I think it's Koi Pham and Ten Englot, just a quick little preview of that. So pretty cool looking stuff in there. Moving forward, the next book I've got is X-Men: The Road to Onslaught, book 3. This one's pretty awesome. I haven't read any of the material within it, but the book is really awesome because these 3 Road to Onslaught volumes, they're pretty thick paperback ones, bridge the gap from Uncanny X-Men and the X-Men series between the Age of Apocalypse and Onslaught. And so we've already got an Age of Apocalypse on Omnibus. We're getting the Onslaught Omnibus sometime later this year. So it's going to be nice to have these collections to bridge that little gap between the 2 books, and between the 2 crossover events. So this is going to help me out immensely during my readathon, my X-Men readathon, where if you don't know about that, I have videos of that right now where every week I make a video of every day I read a new issue of the X-Men. So that said, these are going to help me out a bit, but I'm not going to get there until towards the end of the year. But anyway, pretty excited about this. Really happy to have it in my collection. Next book is Lucifer from Vertigo by Mike Carey. This is book 5. It's the final book in the series, collecting the last few issues. Looks like my dog has decided to hop up on the chair and have a cameo in the video. But anyway, Mike Carey, this was a spin-off series that he did relating to The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. I've read the first of these 5 thicker paperback volumes, but I haven't read 2 through 4 and now 2 through 5. I was kind of just saving the rest of them. I was like, I might as well just wait until all of it's done before I read them. So now I get to go through and read it all in one big go. These are really nice looking paperback volumes. They're pretty thick, like I mentioned. Nice size, nice covers, nice everything. Vertigo's been doing really well to release new editions of all of their stuff. So I'm pretty excited about these. If you haven't picked them up yet, they are really nice volumes. I would recommend them. Next volume is a hardcover. It is the Hellboy Weird Tales hardcover. Collects the entire Weird Tales stories in one book. Weird Tales was basically a sort of anthology type series where various artists were doing their own stories with Hellboy. It's not oversized, or it's not library size, so it doesn't match up with the library editions, but it does go on the shelf nicely next to the BPRD hardcovers. It's been a while since I've read any Hellboy material, since I really haven't read anything since Hellboy and Hell went on hiatus, which was a long time ago now. So I'm going to be really excited to dip into this. There's a lot of cool artists that did work inside here. Let's see, yeah, there's an entire list in there of just artists that did work inside of this volume. So I'm really excited. Looks like there's a lot of cool stuff inside, a lot of cool work. So I'm excited to jump into that and see what happens. And then one more book for my pre-Christmas haul, and that was Tales of the Batman by Len Wein. So I've never actually bought one of these Tales of the Batman volumes before, but I saw this one and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and grab it. And it's a really nice looking volume. I've never owned any of them. I've never really seen any of them or like grabbed any of them and flipped through them in person. But it's a really nice book. It's a $50 book, so you can get it for, I got it for like 25 the first week it came out on in-stock trades. A little bit more now. But I mean, I really dig Len Wein. He's the creator of some of my favorite characters, Swamp Thing and Wolverine, off the top of my head. He's done a lot of other stuff as well, and I've mostly enjoyed everything that I've read from him, so I was really excited to see his Batman stories. There might be a little bit of an overlap between the... he just wants to be in all the videos today. There's a little bit of an overlap between this, I think, and the upcoming Neil Adams Omnibus, but there is a list in there of all the issues that are included, and all the artists that are on there. So we got like Neil Adams, Kurt Swan, Jim Aparo, Nick Giordano, Marshall Rogers. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of good material. Joe Kubert, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, Don Newton, Tom Mandrake, a lot of cool artists in here, so there's a lot of good material to read in there, and I'm really excited to eventually dig into this. The only negative about this volume is that it is going to make me want to buy other Tales of the Batman volumes. Right off the bat, the Archie Goodwin volume and the Gene Colan volumes both look really nice. The J.H. Williams, the third one, came out kind of recently, but I think I've got most of that material in other books, so I didn't jump on that one. So anyway, that's the end of my pre-Christmas purchases. And then my post-Christmas purchases, a few days after the holidays, I went ahead and used my holiday gift money and bought a stack of books these were all ones that I've been putting off buying for a while. So I finally took the plunge since I had a little extra cash. So again, starting with the smallest volume, going to the big one. First would be Green Arrow Year 1. So this is the mini-series that Andy Diggle wrote about Green Arrow, along with the artist Jock. I'm a big fan of Jock, and I've read a lot of good stuff from Andy Diggle. They work together on The Losers. He's done a lot of other cool stuff. So I'm really excited because I've heard a lot of good about this book, and given the popularity of the Arrow TV show, it kind of inspired me to go forth and pick up this volume, and I'm glad because that popularity has also gotten DC to start collecting a lot more of the Green Arrow stories. So after I read this, I'm probably going to pick up some of the Mike Grell stuff. I'm still debating whether I'm going to buy the Absolute by Kevin Smith. So look at some Jock artwork in there. Jock's always really great. So there's a lot of Green Arrow stuff that I would like to grab. So this is probably going to be my gateway drug into the rest of the Green Arrow collection. Specifically, though, I'm really looking at the Mike Grell stuff. Next, I got a thick paperback. I got Batman No Man's Land Book 4, the final volume of that series. I actually had 1 through 3 for, I think, like 2 years now, and I just never got around to buying the fourth one. No reason at all, just never got to. And I thought to myself, it's about time. I need to grab this, and then when I get this, I'll feel better about reading, like, Bruce Wayne Murder and Bruce Wayne Fugitive. And I've been collecting all of those new editions of all the Batman crossovers, so this is a good addition to that. Looks really nice on the shelf along with all the other ones. I'm excited to read this and finally finish the No Man's Land event because I really enjoyed the first 3 volumes. Not much else to say about this one. It's a nice looking thick paperback volume. I really dig the cover. It's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. So yeah, Batman. One more paperback for this lot is an X-Men one. I've been, just like I mentioned with the Road to Onslaught Volume 3, I've been collecting all the X-Men stuff that I could get to help me with my readathon, because the more stuff I have physically, the easier it is for me to read it instead of having to track down digital copies of stuff, because I prefer reading it physically anyway. So with this book, The Wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix, that helps me have that solid chunk of material in paper, solid collections rather than reading digitally. So this one has X-Men 27 through 30, Annual number 2, X-Men Unlimited number 3, Uncanny X-Men 308 through 310, and Annual 18, and a couple more things. Written by Fabian Nicieza, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Scott Lobdell, and a couple others. So this is from a little bit into the post Claremont era of the X-Men. Of course, Scott and Jean get married here. That's the main draw of the book. So there's a lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of neat material. So I'm excited to wind up getting to that. And, this will be one of the books that I wind up reading towards the end of the year, actually. So yeah, I finally got this. It's actually been out for a while, but I've just been not grabbing it. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I need to grab it. And I hate for it to go out of print on me. And similarly, the next volume I've got is a massive hardcover. It's another X-Men book, and one that I've been missing is Fatal Attractions. So Fatal Attractions is one of the last of these really thick, oversized hardcovers of the X-Men event crossovers. I recently got Bishop's Crossing. What else? I got that X-Men Volume 2, but that wasn't next to this. But yeah, this one goes between Executioner's Song and the Phalanx Covenant oversized hardcovers. It collects Uncanny X-Men 298 through 305 and 315 and Annual number 17, X-Factor 87 through 92, X-Men Unlimited 1 and 2, X-Force number 25, X-Men 25, Wolverine 75, and Excalibur 71. So there's a lot of cool material in here. I have to admit, though, the material that I'm most excited about are those issues of X-Factor, because that's part of Peter David's run on the series, and I know that his run is really good, and it's got some of the issues that I'm really excited to read. But mostly I'm just excited to actually have this on my shelf, because my shelf looks really cool with all these oversized X-Men hardcovers and all the X-Men Omnibus and stuff. So yeah, Fatal Attractions, really nice looking book. And as always, Marvel's binding is awesome. This looks really great. Binding is fantastic on here. Doesn't look like I'm going to have any problem when I'm reading that. And the final book that I've got for this whole double haul is Daredevil, the Omnibus by Frank Miller. So this was, I believe it was reprinted sometime early this year, or maybe it was late last year. I'm going to double check that real quick. But I previously had, it was, sorry, not early this year. I meant to say early 2014 or late 2013. I think it was the latter. I think this was published late 2013. It's a new printing of the original Frank Miller Daredevil Omnibus. I put off buying it because I had the paperbacks, the 3 Frank Miller complete collection type of paperbacks that make up all the stories that are in here. And I sold those, and I intended on buying this, but I just never had enough money, and I figured, now is as good a time as any. I don't want to see this go out of print again, because it's a really awesome book, and I would hate to not be able to get it. I'm still hoping that they decide to reprint the companion omnibus that has some of the best stuff in it, for instance, mainly because of Born Again. I own Born Again, and I own Man Without Fear in paperback, but it'd be awesome to have the companion omnibus sit on the shelf next to this one. This is without a doubt one of Marvel's greatest runs, so it's really awesome to have this in the omnibus edition, and it's a really nice looking collection. I enjoy what they did on the cover beneath the dust jacket. Really nice looking designs on that. It's a really attractive book, and the artwork is just phenomenal as well. There's a lot of amazing stuff in here that Frank Miller did. So I'm really excited about having this book. Though I have read all of it, it's a nice way for me to have a nice collection to go back to later if I feel like rereading this run. And once again, I really, really hope that Marvel decides to do a new printing of the companion omnibus as well. And while we're at it, how about the Elektra omnibus too? Because that would be nice to have next to Daredevil as well. So that's everything that I have. That brings us to, the end of 2014. These are all the books that I've gotten. So now that I have gotten all of my books from all of 2014, and we're in 2015 now, I'm prepared to do my top 10 collections of 2014. So that's one of the videos that I'm going to be making and publishing really soon now. I've already picked out most of the books that are going to be on my top 10 list. So I'm excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. If you have anything to say, any questions, any comments about the books that I got today, make sure to leave comments down below. Make sure you like my videos. Subscribe to my channel. I just recently made playlists, so it's easier to sort through my hauls, my Omnibus of the Week videos, and anything else that I have. And I'll have another Omnibus of the Week very soon. Hopefully within the next couple days I'll be able to publish something. And that should be going onto the new site that I've been teasing for a while now. That's actually happening. I'm actually going to upload a new video to the new site. Another thing that's going to happen really soon, like probably the same time this is published, is my X-Men Readathon video number 1, episode 1 of that. I mentioned that when I was showing off some of these books. If you're interested in what I'm going to be doing with that, check out episode 0, which I've already published. It'll be in the X-Men Readathon playlist. That's where I talk about what I'm doing with this whole thing, and then you can watch forward. And every week, sometime during the weekend, I'll have a new X-Men Readathon video where I'll talk about the issues of X-Men that I've been reading for the week before. So again, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my blog at theomnibuscollector.tumblr.com. Follow me on there. Follow me on Twitter, Riley Mo, anywhere else that you can find me. And I will see you guys next time.